Hey, what is up everybody? This is Mark and I'm back to show you how to edit the slots and the tab for this star award. I'm going to be using Adobe Illustrator, but the principle is the same in any vector graphic design program. All you're going to be doing is measuring your materials and then changing the slot size to match that. But let me just show you how that works. So here's the design, and of course, as you probably already know, the blue line is going to be a score line, and then all the red is going to be cut. And then you're going to add your own content here for whatever you want on the star. And in this case, mine says Mark Collier, and it has my vision or my mission statement right there. And I always choose to flip it backwards so that when it's being viewed, it's engraved on what we call the back side, and the front side is smooth. You can do whatever you want, but that's my preference. I'm going to go ahead and delete that text just for this conversation, get it out of the way. And then here's what we're going to do. We're going to do two things. We're going to measure your materials with your calipers, and then we're going to edit these two slots right here in this top base and then the optional bottom base. We're going to make these slots exactly the same size. And in this case, the tab that's down here at the bottom, the length of it doesn't really matter because it looks just fine no matter what. But let me just talk about that for a moment. I'll zoom in here and we'll talk about what you would need to do if this length of the tab mattered. So let's just say that your material measures, let's say 0.2 as far as thickness is concerned. So here in Illustrator, I'm gonna use the Command Y option to go to the outline version so I can just see these lines without any thicknesses to get in the way visually. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this really quick. I'm going to grab the rectangle tool and I'm going to just draw a rectangle over top of this bottom section so I can see how long it is. This is an easy way for me. There are other ways to do it too. So it is 0.41 tall, 0.41 tall. And so what that means is if I've got material that is 0.2, then this is just about perfect. I can leave it this way because this little notch right here is from here to here is going to be 0.41, so that's going to be just fine. However, if I wanted to change it, what I would do is go up here to this direct selection tool, the white one. I'm going to select that, and then I would drag across these 2 points here so that I select these 2 points, and then I can click and drag them up, and while I'm dragging it up, I can hold the shift button and it will hold it straight. And I can drag this to whatever height I want. So let's say I needed it shorter, I could drag it up to whatever length I need it and drop it right there. Now there's an easy way, again kind of a little hack way that I do it if I need to know how tall that is. So let's just make it up again. Let's say my material is 0.15, and so I'm going to do 2 layers. That would be 0.3. So I'm just going to take a rectangle, it doesn't matter the length, and I'm going to make the height of it 0.3 by going up here to transform, and then for the height I'm going to type in 0.3. And so now that is the height of 2 pieces of my material if it was 0.15 together. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to put it right up here to the edge right there, kind of where this would be at the top edge of the material if I put it in that slot. And then I'm going to select these bottom 2, and I'm going to drag it up and hold the shift button, and I'm going to go right up until it's even with that and stop. And now I know if I can go ahead and just delete this guy right here, and now I know that this is the right length for my material. I'm going to go ahead and undo that a couple times because I don't need that, but I just wanted to show you how you could do that if you wanted to. I'm going to zoom back out. So let's go back to these 2 slots here. Now if you need to make these, whatever you need to make them, let's say they're 0.2 for example, all you got to do in Illustrator is to double click until you see these selection squares there around their little handles, and now you know that you have this selected. And then go up here to transform, and for the height, don't mess with the width at all. For the height, you can type in whatever you need to, like 0.21 or whatever it is you're going for. Let's go to 0.21. I'm going to hit tab and I'm done there. I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to select a couple times until I get, double click until I get to there, and once again go to height 0.21, and now that is the height that I need those to be, and I am good to go to cut it. So no matter what program you use, it might be slightly different, but once you select the rectangle there, For example, if you're in Inkscape, you might have to use the function that's called break apart so that you can get to it. And different programs have different features. But it's all pretty much the same principle, so just select the rectangle, change the height to whatever you need, and close it and save, and you are done. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm available to you, but until then, I'll see you in the next one.